Yo, so coming up in this video, it's an uplifting video. It might not sound it because of what I'm talking about, but it's a really uplifting video, and it's the truth of what I see suicide as, because it's just going to another realm, and there's different reasons for it. But yeah, loads to come in this short video. It's less than 20 minutes. So yeah, loads coming up, and then I'll give you a little tip towards the end just on how you can really quickly snap out of it if you're in that dark place and you're not sure what to do, and just by turning up and doing something. Much love and enjoy. So, suicide, the desire to leave, the things we don't talk about. If we're really honest with ourselves, truthfully, we've all had suicidal thoughts in one way or another. We've all wondered what it's like if we left this realm, what it's like on the other side. Is there a white light? What is it true what certain religions say? Can I finally be free of this physical body? Will I come back and have to do it all again? Yes. So don't leave. There's many that are leaving and they've signed up for that kind of part and that role, and that's different. But if you're here still now, there's a reason why you're here. And if you've ever tried or thought about it, you didn't do it because you're here for a reason. So I don't see suicide as a sad thing. And if we take away, we're conditioned to see everything as loss, as failure. If we lose a job, it's so bad. And if we lose financial money, or if we do a bet and we lose that, or we lose a partner, we lose anything, we're programmed and conditioned to take it and then to lower our vibrations, because then we feel loss, sadness, loneliness, remembering the good times, and then it hurts us. And this is all linked to the will, the wants, the desire sometimes to just give up, and we're programmed to have that loss. And if we take away the attachment in everything, which is the world we're going into, just imagine a world with no attachment, no jealousy, no blaming people for things, no climbing corporate ladders. It's just oneness. The only religion would be love, and the only way of life would be peace, and the ultimate answer is truth. So yeah, why don't we talk about suicide like we talk about the weather that's manipulated? When we go into a world of oneness, we're going to be able to move things with our eyes. The trees are going to come alive, the sky, there, everything. Wherever we want to go, we can just go, because there's not going to be the physical means of traffic and transport and all the crap. We pay for electricity when it's free. People are dying all over the world because they haven't got clean water yet. It's free. All of this stuff leads to suppressed emotions, mental health concerns, and then suicide. So there's so many kids at the moment as well, because they've come and they're enlightened, but they don't know quite, because we're still on low vibration. They're leaving this world. I've worked in Indigenous communities, and the stories are so sad, so sad. And this is our children. This is our children, not just Indigenous, all over the world. Why don't we just firstly admit that suicide yes, there's desperation when they leave, and yes, there's definitely healing energy that they go through for a certain amount of time, and then they're either reincarnated into to learn that sort of lesson again, or they've already signed up for that, and then the evolution process comes back, and then they're going to come back for heaven on earth anyway, because they played their role and they're on the other side helping us through. So if we take away the attachment of losing somebody, they've gone forever, I'm never going to see them again, all of their memories, it was great, we done this, we done that, I can't see them again, and all this stuff, if we take that away and just realise there's spiritual realms, we're in the physical one, we're in the weakest one, we're in the one that's suppressed us down purposefully because of dark energies. And the bottom line is, we are the bottom line. We are the way showers. We're the way makers, we're the truth seekers, we're everything. And we've all got people, we all know people that's died, whether it's somebody very close to you in your family, myself in my family, and friends. And, it shouldn't be like that. We live in a world where one of the biggest questions ever known is what's the meaning of life? We should know the meaning of life. We should all know it, and we should all know that it's love, that it's oneness. Look around the world. People are waking up. People are asking the questions. People are finally wanting love. They need the love. They want the kindness. They want the compassion. They don't want no more suicide. They don't want no more pain. No more suppressed emotions, no blame, no people going insane. When we realise that spiritual awakening, that psychosis is spiritual awakening, that's the start of it. And the dark energies kill us in one way or another, whether it's cardiovascular disease, cancer, suicide, depression, and it leads, anxiety, depression, stress. All of our lives, our work, we're physical. Well, what do we talk about? What do most people talk about? Their work. Why? It's like, less than 5% of people in the whole world are doing jobs that they actually fuels them, that aligns with their soul purpose, their soul calling. We're moving into a world where our soul calling, and this is where we're at the moment, we're at a time, so it's the 4th of June today, and we're at a time where our creative gifts are being formed, and our superhuman gifts are going to be just gifted, and they're going to slowly rise up, because we're getting our divine DNA back. The light codes are coming in from the sun, the sixth Mayan sun. This is the most epic time in universal history. We've just gone past the 5,200, is it? Something like that. Cycle of the sun, and it's a new era. It's the golden age. We're going into that. So don't give up, because you're going to go to the other realm 9 times out of 10. If you're resonating with this in one way or another, then you're here for a reason, and you would have gone through some kind of psychological pain, mental pain, which is the same as psychological, or physical pain or something, But just don't see suicide as sadness, and it was never goodbye forever. You are going to see them again. It's only a different realm. We're eternal spirits in physical bodies. Our bodies are weak, man. I can't wait to get my light body. I can't wait to this, it's like, it's so weakening. It's so annoying. It's like, man, and every single day I'm just like, seriously, how can I carry on? How can I carry on? How can I carry on? Everything's against me. Everything. I've got to turn up all the time. I've got to do like whatever it is. Try and sell my book. I quit my job, like money, everything. It's all these 3D pieces of crap. And once you just realise to just have faith and just trust the design, surrender, wholeheartedly surrender. It's the hardest thing ever. I'm still learning it. And I say the same thing in all the videos, because it's just what I want to say. And if we do what we want to do, and we realise that there doesn't have to be no pain, and we can come out of any situation, and it too shall pass. If you're at the brink, some of us have been at the brink, we're like, man, give me a gun, I'm done. We hold on a bit longer. We're going to have a day where it's starting to happen already. We're starting to get a little bit of telepathy. We're starting to be like, oh, something's happening here. Oh, and you're feeling your calling. You're feeling it in your heart. Your throat chakra's starting to go. You're starting to speak a little bit more truth, and you're like, oh God, think about, did you speak like that 10 years ago? Did you have these views and opinions and openness and truth and rawness and the mindset of wanting worldwide peace 10 years ago? I don't know. Maybe not as quite as powerful as you do now, and that's what we're moving into. So I clearly see suicide as completely different. I've got many close people to mine. Me have actually tried, and I suppose scientifically, physically, whatever, there's no way they should be here, because what they actually done, they should not be here, but they're here, and it's for a reason. The angels stepped in. The angels are all around us. There's a battle of angels and demons all around us, and sometimes the demons are overpowering, especially now, because it's like the butterfly in the cocoon. I always say the same thing. Imagine what that's like. You're in the cocoon, and it's like, man, and I've got nothing left, and I'm like, everything is just like, what is going on? What is that? And boom, euphoria, ecstasy. Finally, your celestial memory, and everything comes back, and you're like, oh my God, I went through all that pain, and that was, it led me to this. It made me stronger. It done this. It done that. Thank fuck I didn't kill myself. That's what it's like, and I can tell you, I can't explain the mental torture that goes through my head, and I see who's doing it. I see the entities underground. I see the demon. I physically had a demon at the end of my bed the other day, threw a candle in a glass like that big. Like this is real. You know what I mean? But I'm like, I'm still gonna be here. You tried to take me so many times. If I work out how many times in my life I should have died, it's definitely over 100. But I'm still standing. And you know, like, and that's the thing. We're still standing. We're not going anywhere. We're everlasting. We're spiritually everlasting. And sometimes if we think on this lower level, whatever we think of, like, oh, you know, eternity. Oh, that's like forever. Oh, you know, what? It's because we're not onto that high elevation or vibration. And yeah, there's people that are like, yeah, I'm in touch with peace and it's all good and everything's all chilled and it's all cool. But that's nothing compared to the heaven on earth elevational level of where we're going, which is absolutely beautiful. I mean, a world where, the birds are coming in already, the animals are coming in already, like, it's happening. There's ships. There's, I saw a black dove the other day, a black dove. Really? A black seagull somebody saw the other day. Like, you know, there's all these, it's like, it's not normal. We don't see these sort of things, but it's happening. There's these, and it's a sign of heaven on earth that's coming. And all of the fruits and the trees and the forests and the flora and fauna, it's all going to go boom, and our natives and our indigenous are all coming together. There's so much going on underground. There's legal battles being won. There's truth being exposed. Everything, man, it's right now. It's happening. So don't give up. And don't be sad about people that are gone, because it's only going to lower your vibrations. And you want to, you know, we need to be raising our vibrations to click up to that heaven on earth bit, yeah? Because otherwise it's going to be a struggle. And there, you know, there might be a little bit of a, you know, some make it first, some later. You don't want to be making it later. We want to be making it together as one. And yeah, if you're worrying and thinking, you know, oh, I lost, like, you know, I mean, I lost my dad when I was 17, watched him die. You know, everything, but and I've never been able to sort of cry about it and stuff, and yeah, it hurt me for an amount of time, but I know, like, I can feel him there, man. He's there. he's there. Like, he's just in a realm. It's the same thing as everyone. If you've lost your daughter, your sister, your brother, your mum, your dad, your granddad, you know, whatever it is, for whatever reason, they're on the side fighting for you. The little thoughts that you get are not your own. They're coming from your angels. Unfortunately, demons do play around with that, and they're a bit of misleading deception here and there, and it can be very dark. But just know, this too shall pass. You know, sometimes I'm like sick of saying it. I really am. I'm like, seriously, this too shall pass. How many times? You know, because I've been misled, and you know, I was really like, oh, the solar flash is coming on the 21st of December, and I've done all these videos and I was saying it. And I wrote a mental book and I've sent it to all my family and friends, and you know, I've been disowned by many people because it was proper psychotic. But I can't change it. We can't change the past, and we don't know exactly how divinely intelligent and epically transcendent and beautiful heaven on earth is actually going to be. I've tapped into it in my book Just Imagine, and this is the last video on sort of suppressed emotions, dark energies, and anything like that, because I wanted to shift it out in the first few videos, and after this video it's all going to be about like one love and letting go and coming together and heaven on earth, and imagining that vibration and what it will be like, what it will feel like, you know, when the world is at one, when we can literally like dance with the rain, climb with the trees, not just climb a static tree, you know, all of this stuff. The indigenous have done it. They can sing the song line, the rainbow tribe, there's song lines, it's like heavenly music, and when all of these voices come together, it changes the vibrations of the whole world. And if you get even a taste of that, which June is the time to get a taste of that, where you get your inner peace. God. Got a bit of energy today. So yeah, basically never give up. You're so close. You've got an army of angels behind your back, and just remember, it's just another realm. It's why don't we speak about it? Why think about if it was more open, more people would be like, oh my God, is it alright to speak? And they won't be timid, they won't be shy, because loads of people want to speak. I mean, I have many people come to me and they'll say, oh my God, I've had enough, and blah blah blah, and they'll really talk. And I don't do that personally. I don't do that to anyone, because I'm personally very timid and very shy. Sometimes I let stuff go on the videos, and that's cool, but I know a little bit about what's going on in many people's heads, so I know if I start doing that too much, they won't be able to handle it. And sometimes, even though I can't handle it because I'm going through my own struggles, I fight through it. I'm like, no, and then I'll say the right things and really help the person. And that's what we can all do. Because even if we feel awkward, if someone's like, they're crying their eyes out, they want to die, they've had enough, they're literally begging, they're like, you're the last person in the world, I don't want to, go to hospital, I don't want to, I don't, and the services, the services in this world, how many people are going to be turned away and then they don't get the help, or they get pumped with meds and then they end up dying, committing suicide. It's the same old thing, isn't it? But sometimes we can just snap through that and be there for people. Just be like, yeah, and even if you're like, oh my god, how do I say it? What do I say? Oh, how can I say this? Or if you're in your head and you're like, oh, how can I help this person? I'm fed up myself. I'm questioning the future myself. But the inner power will come out of you once you surrender to the divine and let it out. Because your words are healing words. You're here for a reason. You're an angel in disguise. Simple as that. So don't have deep regret. You're an everlasting spirit. And I'm not going to do a long video today. And that was just a little bit about suicide, which I feel is about the desire to give up. And if you ever really get in that dark space, just make yourself turn up. If that means flight mode, social media, no, get off of it, and just put music on, whatever music, right? And just go in your room on your own, go wherever, go out in the middle of a field where no one's going to be around, listen to music, sit or in your room and just dance, let it go. Shut your eyes and just dance. Imagine that there's loads of people all suffering and they're all around you in this crowd, and you're on a stage and you're just like letting it go, and everyone's being free, and all this dark energy is going away, and everyone's just literally, whatever tunes you've got on, you can do whatever dance you want to do. Just express it and let it go, and just everything is imagination. Everything is in our heads, like I always say, and it's the truth, that our mind can't tell the difference between reality and imagination. So you are on stage, you are dancing, and you're inspiring all these people, and they're going for it, and it's all great. And the redemption of humanity is coming. So many people are finding a peace in their heart. So many people are doing kind-hearted things, more and more and more. This is happening. This is the lifetime where we go into heaven on earth. I'm telling you, there's 3 waves. There was the older waves. The first wave, I don't know, like 70s, sort of 60s, and maybe 80s, where people were waking up. That's the first wave. And then, people waking up more kind of recently in the last, 10 years up to now. And then you've got the kids that are coming through, and they're the 3rd wave. And it's made for this. There's 3 generations for this very time. Don't give up, alright? Much love and peace. My last video, it didn't do this, so I'm going to try and do it again. So my last 2 videos were about, the last one was about suppressed emotions, and the one before was about mental health concerns, and the one before that was dark energies. But the last 2 videos, I'm going to try it again. Last time YouTube didn't go on YouTube. The last 2 videos are there. Okay? Much love, peace,